if I show you the recklessness with which they spend the COVID money, I have everything. Go and see what they did to the nation in terms of the expenditures. And then you come back, Ghana had the best opportunity to turn the economy around during the COVID time.
Let's try and work together now. All our offenses are we doesn't matter. We always have problems and all one and these kind of we hold this country like that. People are coming home. And people will come and go all good. So there's more time that's in this country. Let's go one another, work together. That's the fact that was best. Whoever is better, we will say, hey,
Ibrahim Mahama, John Dramani Mahama. My president, your president, our president. Ninya na papa no ane only engineers and planners. The miners are the first in history in Ghana. I a Ghanaian are only a large scale mining, Sankofa mining, and then black voter mining. Papa no dia futuo kakrabi dia ba e dia magana for say hey. Munti o na munti ni ye titiri. Mo amoye politicians am nyankopon ya amadom na mo ye adwuma nya bebi di mo na agina mo ya bebi papa agina dia aka no afutuo wo homa mo se mo anya ne saa dachi mo bega si mu yanka.
Let's try and work together now. All our offenses are we doesn't matter. We always have problems and all one and these kind of we hold this country like that. People are coming home. And people will come and go all good. So there's more time that's in this country. Let's go one another, work together. That's the fact that was best. Whoever is better, we will say, hey,
na sema okay ni nano ha enfa na link ko onu aso ne bra pani anase ni nua sadamfo so o me ya nuafo an sa say Sam Jonah the executive chairman Edema Engineers and Planners papa no say munase ya wate say Abdul Wahab Hanan no the former chief executive officer Edema the national buffer stock papa no yesi o dan wa ha o den den bedun wa ha kasa kese efia kese fie nu bebrebe na o se be me de me mo obi adi o me kasa pudu no enhye e mo se hye a wusi e be pie mo abane nu ni o se de nti a rent boa ye den e wa Accra de nti a ye wo a lot of beautiful long houses, nice houses, but obi antim because sikana yedisi is half year enye sikapa oso ono oko bank okoji busuan osi busuan no o kwa akoji na o da ko sifia question say be busaw answer na wetin imagine na yes asangeto ana fie ni bi wo a Ghana banks no plan omunya financially sound sa yetimi famawo nanso amanfo asisi afia kese Ghana mumusa omunya sika no we.
Let me just if you walk around my area, airport residential, a lot of cantonments, all Laboni, all the high prices are going up. I mean, everywhere in the world, developers go to bank to take loans for those developments. Some of these apartments are all empty. Do you think that if money were collected from banks would not have moved in? Because so are you saying that funded by politicians or I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that they are being funded through sources which are not honest.
And also now I go pay mu ewo amasama the last time I go amasama na ukta 100 Ghana hotel kama kuro benye me dem. And according to boys here we go amasama just one single room self-contained 1,500 to 2,000 Ghana a month. Almost that day. No my. And I said some Jonah say, oh, which my dear, or because some yet some no crack. ba ko pe ne kura so ye ntu se bi o be ka kire mutie na mutie ni pa the deputy minister ma works housing and water resources said dying se mi na ya si ni bebrebe si hoyi a ni pa bi antimi a man for the rent nsem edwe na sum no also asem kan e de fa ho na EOCO Boss papa ye fere mo na acha ese mon twintwen so mamu hihim efi said yo ti ye mu no osu che de wo wiase a mon tintim mamu hihim o si hwe mamu hihim da mon tintim because afei na ora ebebe ya dwuma say yes amanfo asisi dan e de esi oni panim eboa ana rent bo aye de eboa ana amanfo nya sika ba kofo ngo abezo ngo ali o se montum bo ase mo lase dan e ba be ye de pa na according to say Sam Jonas so chese mo beti machi ati de mbese muti bia afutuo no de e ba akopɛ mo ja akro no bo bia be kama o se adenti ana Ghana lawyers for adulson ogo people Ghana parliament are over 70 to 80% of all the members of parliament are lawyers but Ghana go o se adenti na China mom a lot of Chinese president the last 3 China president omuna into engineering o se be amana duru hwebe ga mana duru enti Ghana for mu asem bia muntie na muntie niye pa why a neck truth our old boga trends edi no ever go pe Maxi Billian subscribe like in say we are for comment eto comment section as Ibrahim Mahama John Dramani Mahama enuano papa no say me wa futuo be de mam we ogoshia akabeneza judge Lami omo ye kajetie emakola no ene plus akabeneza ne chechekumu ana otum zo mbo adwuma kama bibia ye kama pa monto aso adwuma mo ye na efe na emom no o se obi hia mo a na obi a fama no wate na wiasi woi sikai ye benya no wiasi iso ye san fa binko ye bejani na ha also until the richest offense ghost da se obi ewu agopi ewu se wonpom ye kan sikanfo ye kan ni bo ni kan obi o se bi ni ho enti sika bebe na ye pani na ni enti na epe enti amanfo da bia ye amanfo mama se aden na Ibrahim mama aden on running the business ni ya na da bia onya sika na de se watutu sika ya di amanfo na de se the last time I check here there's a $14 million ni na to donation aden Ibrahim mama sika no opeso waste ni na sa na ana papa ne se otigara fo ase se baby ehia eni sika ni bre akwagoduru ni ntino ama edin ma Ghana ni se obega se ni die mponie ode kakra ema o ni die ni o chem ama obi na de ye mumie nu gradia no otena so afa oye politician ye de contract amano oye kwan ya nke be kama ono de ka be fosu bi twa kai sky waji wadi mu na me fa kwan money no so anya ne ka 4x4 e be fa so kama ozi kronu bebrebe aye hu ni na aye greediness pese minkum na nipa ne pese o no nkwa na enya ese o no nkwa ye yie ese o didimi osi udidimi ya unua komode no ana ye den unya sika tam tisi ifie toto akas na unua komode no ana ye den osi se obi bia ni ho a wote Ghana ha na se obi hia moa na uobi a obetima boa na wa moa na sabi anokwa de wanka sabi o osi we stupid. Also, it's very stupid for you to have money for someone to lack and you to deny it. It's stupid. And according to Ibrahim Mahama, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency Ibrahim Mahama, engineers and planners, and the obedience of philanthropists or Chelsea come will be in Papa ne said, ne butaya, ne mission, ne vision, ne ambition, ne dream, ne desire, and ne wish. And they said, and could be a bit manyabi. Oh, we are see obayi. Nemo no insert yen na ho enyepe. All fingers can be equal. To the idea. Sometimes when you have a little share, maunya sunsan ka bi na uwa sasika aka ho. Enko bebia. Amanfo ba be dia se na ma. in the middle TSC, give and feel the joy and the fulfillment in giving.
Live in a country where help is needed and you don't want help. You can't be the richest man in the second. You can't live with one thing. Let's try and work together. Now, with all our differences out of it, it doesn't matter. We always have problems and then all one and you can't have we hold this country like that, look, people are coming home. And people will come and go. So the small time that's in this country, let's go one another, work together. That's the part that was best. Whoever is better for people, they say, hey, there's no big man, there's no, we are all the same. You might be lucky just to be successful. It's not because you are clever than anybody. Hey, you guys do your best also. Entertain us.
Yeah, we're doing that very well.
Once we relax, one day come and join us.
We just hope that small attention will come.
No, come. So that Chairman here, I'll start coming here. I pulled up here, the noise is too much. And now I'm
None of you will be quiet.
The boss man is every if the boss man
who's the boss? Chairman himself is here. That's why I'm standing there. That's why I'm standing there.
the boss man
Now, Ibrahim Mama Sama okay. Now, when I'm of us a check, I link to the new Patriotic Party MPP for Isika Medini Nyafu. Or my discarded left, right, center. I said there's no tomorrow. Hey, it's get the body. Now, I don't know ora, you see ora. On Chomuni na. And for my ora and Yanni Papa who cry say, and my name for the Trimuni Dimna. The latest one, I cause a lot of major uproar. Say, Sir Aquana, your friend Abdul Hanan Wahabano. Now, Onuguano or your name for Yazikano Waifa, all of a sudden, over hotels, apartments, guest house. Hey, on your says getting now, and as if over 58 million Ghana cedis are meant for the school feeding, allegedly. Papa no Ticano say, Oko Churches, Canaman home, and one companies now. Investigators are tracing Caribbean go people say, or the busy mansions, hotels, and some luxury access. A home apartment here at that baby. This is where who's a old town building. About Baba Twan and an apartment now this year. And it says a dear Bassa, Bassay. And I didn't say my back. And same baby. I must say some Jonah said, hey, the only reason why this high-end building encampment and other prime areas are empty is because they are acquired by dishonest means. It according to say some Jonah, engineers and planners, executive chairman, or just say, hey, Mobia Nadao, say why, who you are seeing now, bread, your bread, Mobia. If it's a nanka, say, Cassiat, empty, as is Yakra, as is Kumasi Tamale, any other places. Or say, yes, Kafuya, politicians, Yadia, or so Musi V. The money in money laundering. Say, be as a key. I just went to my Amasakana clean money. And then won't you see Nino? And to when I open their high giddy, and think I and I see on the empty. Obiasuma. Or see, I see a mouth, and I said, Busa, who say, Sankobiji Busia, and now no one bottomska. I know they see a high building. Now we're going to build a no. That won't go be at 10, 15, 20, 5. Yet the man rent, Jessica Cassia money. Yet, Nippon on tongue, rent so on farmer, building nice work, still or maintenance. Or say a legitimate money. Now the free bank as a loan, and as a wow capital, and now the SL Jumana, cano crack, and go by Jamas up, figure cano, as so empty. Or say and see what empty. All because Ghana had the Sikana month for this is at 9. Bebre na send him, Bebre na chrono dear, Yenim. And ye but the men will say you cannot congratulate politicians. And men will say fire politicians desire Sam Jonas say, hey, all the tall high buildings are wakra, empty no. Money laundering and a crown phone and only those buildings.
I think that the uncontrolled, almost insatiable quest for money at all costs.
Yeah.
Let me just give you, if you walk around my area, airport residential, or cantonment, or Laboni, all the high prices are going up. I mean, everywhere in the world, developers go to bank to take loans for those developments. Some of these apartments are all empty. Do you think that if money were collected from banks would not have moved in? Because
so are you saying that funded by politicians or
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that they are being funded through sources which are not honest.
Are they questionable sources?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Interesting. That's something that we should do an investigation on. That many of these properties are empty.
Go around and ask, why are apartments empty? And if you have borrowed money, if you've gone to the bank to borrow money to build, you will not be sure. You will ensure that those apartments are fully occupied.
Wow.
I'm just using that as an example, correct, of the things that go on in this country. Because I've gone to banks to try and borrow money to build. The Ghanaian banks are not that well endowed. The balance sheets are not strong enough that they give you patient capital to go and develop.
So where are they getting the funds from?
The interest rates are just astronomical. You can hardly make it as a developer here. I'm telling you this now.
So like as an entrepreneur, a developer, and a real estate mogul, it means that many of you are struggling to get mogul, by which you are.
I'm not.
As a developer, is that modest enough?
Use of my words is highly exaggerated.
We'll talk about your Forbes rating and all of that. So you believe that some of these developers, their source of wealth is questionable because if they build, nobody lives in it, and you see some of them with estates.
And banks have not come to take them over. So anyway, it's like that was just it.
That's right.
Because you did ask for examples now. But I think that, quite frankly, you don't have to go too far. Every day you open the newspapers or you turn on your TV, every day scandals are being unearthed. And it's not good for the image of the country. It's not good for our development. And that's when it comes back to what the issue I made about a sacred trust. Leadership is a sacred trust. We are entrusting you to make sure we are okay.
Now, I don't know the Deputy Minister, Edema Works, Housing and Water Resources. Mami aye friend Exela. Gisela Tete Agbotu say about 12.7% of existing housing units remains vacant, reflecting structural and affordability imbalance in the housing market. Not just and now do not know Ghana Hanno. A base 12.7% is empty. And the Negana for Munya dying rent. Who could have sika pass, who never be rented? Uti Udamu Bosumen Afisu Yepe, who feel as from 1,000 Ghana Matum to 2,005, from 500 Ghana Matum to 1,000 cities a month. All this from Mukachi to go and say, I am natural. The housing deficit in Ghana is getting higher. A lot of people don't have where to live. In the next people are crying, chaos them. Say, I'm for that chaos. Meanwhile, yes, you see, a is in crime. Kumasi ni Hunkwanyaba, you were empty. No human being. Nobody there inside. Obiani wa chini odwa obiani. But that is empty. And I'm saying, anyway, and I said some John Ekache say, look, it's not just about being greedy. And yet the first say, Sikano obetimesi ni dan wesi down. Say no. No, never. Or say yet dan na nipa ni betimesi ni wesi Sikano onyane he. Ana wesi dan wie dan kakraka na dan ye nti. I'm saying, no wonder say na Ibrahim am Ekache say masa. Sikano no na open the aye dan. Ko be wajan ho. People are finding dubious, corrupt ways to make money. Someone who is a billionaire is advising, the little you have, you can share. Because one day you will die. And there's no rich man in cemetery. Every rich man you have ever known or seen e wi ase ya no uwi a ubua unika pre obi amfa ho bio for John Kokoda enti DSA eba ne say na still ye de yes asi dan ne kura say wi kura no ye be say jam dan na si empty why how adentia wey anama ene ukopie mu ewo amasamaya Ghana fo bia omuti amasama si mami jesela we de buda so papa say Sam Jonah we de yentimi o ozi adaya yenkwankwote amasama yo we enye islegon enye kaneshi kaneshi kura de sene dan bo onye dinsa enye islegon onye Trasako enye King's Cottage bubo areas na wa kra na kai cantonment down so mine enye those areas you know enye amasamai na nansi akwanya amanfo ye protest no single room self contain yes arrange from 1,500 a month to 2,000 guys abba aduma be nko na nipa no young man and also young woman all be ya obenye say sika no eni atwefo single room say go dey single room na among for so empty houses esio mo ja sempa mra bi fan even this angro for you they put teachers here need abro but the boys in can dey in fact na maboto na emi yakra de mo Ghana abrabo nsi ya na si abeyo nti abrabo ni na no a young man and a young woman what they 2 years ebeyo adwuma pesika e da to atwen landlord untimi save untimi nyesika in bulk how many young men how many 30 plus and the last got the last month 10,000 Ghana cedis ayo mo de ada meanwhile say o rent wetwa in the last 2-3 months and gaburo be 15 to 20,000 imagine say untimi gbo say sika na no de to man cause me start business me ye me wa but ube gbo say sika now they are to now they are trying to know their man now as I go back as I go start so say go gbo sika ni their to say dem come our landlord omo ye legitimate work esi no na overprice omo dan no meanwhile you amanfo omo so masi fie ni biewie omo ye politicians anya sika money laundering ti omo so asisi omo de na si wo empty nipa bia ni menfo mo because omo anfa legitimate money na si here bank bia ntna omo ko di omo sika anase ogoji interest so they don't care how many houses they own Canada the point because of fear over 200 houses Chamai. Adwuma be na mo start years 200 munyae. Adwuma be na mo start your business in bie. Me say your politicians and they are not even good people. Omunya is Ghana the only thing they can do is to build houses. Build create restaurants, bars. There's a omuni na zambia omuni skani you. Fear na no mercy. They can create businesses, they can create companies or factories, nothing. They have zero of that in their mind. Jakani na yesifie yatoka tinanse ka okro no bebebe politicians yi afa kasi bebebe e bai krono yi amoto stolen kasi omo a that's all they can do with the money they steal from us but boys yi ani abre omani abre pa na when a EOCO Boss papa ya feno premo na cha se sasika MP before die no ene ngwan say amanfo ashoke say want to tell fie want to tell there and there ana building here empty ana omo greedy ana omo nya sika omo pese hwe wasem agoro EOCO Boss mo acha say sa COVID time no say yanim dey see Ghana hapa in terms of your finances are kedi ense betu etrim na ye ma kebesu am sa o se hwe enye gro o si kanka sa eyi former health minister kwaku adimamanu ana odoma central awura tinyanko o si sa ni Sputnik V vaccine na oko wie ya ko se o de ko pa ba no o wie re in excess of 2 million Ghana cedis abeta ne ka e de ma Ghana plus a lot of kabi ombo no ho o si uko no wasi high tall building na ye empty na e ho wa usu unu sika wia o si sika na mo wia e do suma wo ye ho ye nyi.
It's either they don't know what they are doing or they don't care, or both. They know what they are doing but they don't care. Because if you look at what is look Sana, I hate to digress because there's so much.
Yeah.
Listen, COVID. I hear the government every day talk about COVID this, COVID that, COVID borders here, COVID borders there. Listen, if I show you the recklessness with which they spend the COVID money, I know Parliament is supposed to look into it. I have everything.
On COVID.
On COVID. I have everything. Go and see what they did to the nation in terms of the expenditures. And then you come back. Ghana had the best opportunity to turn the economy around during the COVID time. But once again, so long as their interest is at stake, they either don't know what they're doing or they know what they're doing, but they don't care. They just blew the COVID money. I can tell you for a fact.
Give me, because you've been asking that question. We've had this grand accounting. We spent 19 billion.
No, what I have is the itemized contract, who got what, who did what, for how much. I have that.
So give me an idea of one.
I don't want to go into it. I honestly don't want to go into it, but I can show you the documents.
Okay.
I can show you the documents. One of the most scandalizing part is the Sputnik
the V vaccine, Sputnik V vaccine.
Yeah, vaccine. They paid money. It was not supplied. Now they had to find a way to get the money back. You see the letters from front and back between the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Health. Just trying to find a way to resolve this scandal. This is a government that your people are dying. So you probably take the best decision ever, isn't it? Yeah. How do you pay for something that was not delivered? Now you have to ask for the money back from the supplier. It's ridiculous. Even on the point of that, they didn't know what they were doing, or they didn't care. Or they knew and they didn't care.
Raymond Acha, our EOCO Boss. Now, no see me say, and I said the Crown Yedem. Now, when I say Sam Jonah, the executive chairman, Edema Engineers and Planners, Papa say Ghana has lost priority. We can never develop by producing more lawyers than engineers. Sky, say na say any who say a lawyer for our muko school. I have from to the bar over 800 lawyers. And since you started say in law school of Ghana, according to a lawyer for Penny Forte said over 11,000 of lawyers and a Ghana ya produce. They say, hey, lawyer country. Lawyer country. You produce a lot of debaters. You cannot have one is a for ye, a lawyer for ye. Is a for any lawyer for the same document. They need buy a casa. I don't negotiate any negotiation. A natural inbuilt. Yenim casa rough, yenim near the rough, yenim defense ma yenim questions busa as a yedi. But yet to me create you Tom, you are not creators. Enti the entire Ghana nim gonna nim nina the entire Ghana. Actually nasi juroba. I was from nina and according to say some Jonathan say hey, ya two engineers at work on it. And ya go for lawyer for si lawyer for you from Bumai. Who the lawyer from Bumai man ye da ampanampa ye. A lawyer for you go for mu ye. Ya ko ya nimba ko no mo ya ko ya timiensa. Bibia ye debate. Bibia ye debate just a long something trying kwa. And according to say some Jonathan say yen sha sempe and produce more engineers. They produce more engineers na ya mo opportunity no mo so much we Ghana a parliament ni politics mu e be bo ma Ghana de wo me say wan so grabo na stop engineers yi lawyer fo yi obi nkan jira mo so me wura politics mu ya no me wura engineer fo mu so school kuro ya na mo ko ye aya mo mra bi ana okay matiase Ghana hanum no ubetima ye doctor engineer den usika sem so awura politics mu ko politics na sika we twa anse na hotima be ye ntwe no enye se kito disa unya konfo bi a oya na ade se ono de sika be support uba no man contract na pass fili gadoti wa usika emfa enye ni se pass empa na we na se yengo we de ma China develop ya Ghana ye de ya ka fa ko yentimi ko yanimi na we ubedi said the last 3 Chinese presidents every single one of them was an engineer, including the man who even started building of China to this modern China. Or starting now an engineer, and he made sure so we pushing more engineers into high-rise tall building, high-rise bridge. Then a lot of engineering work. You China, now computers, phones, and then who a product from China. The way yes we developing now. They fake ones na the Africa for no. Dia kana ya original you fake one mbo. What you say yes. And go for omudi so brains. Ade na ye as you brains. Ye brains but ye dey tinye. Ko lawyer for na tinye. San ga lawyer ni was for yes and training pen. Ah we na sem na say. Na kasa nko a. Kasa tintin so hoy. En top onko. Ba kasa nko a. Eti according to say some Jonah, so tie the Chinese ni can you know they are building China all because I'm making sure so I'm very intentional in promoting or having more engineers into their political space. So the direction and the vision of China will be almost so mudruno. Or make my TV and I say make my man attainable. Tinne say China develop engineers. This says some Jonah says that utie they pay KVR and they are also supporting the claim say look high time say me jai say a lawyer for no must see that politicians, no must see that empty na man phone team. All because they are not engineers. Njomu use my journey is yes, I say more engineers. And I say I won't pay I friends say we are forcing down. Or more school crowd or a crack no motia say John the middle of time move murum. We hear some from parliament more. I tell a lawyer for me, I have a lawyer for us.
The program is one. Number two,
feed yourself.
Okay.
Prison feed yourself.
You bring it back.
Yes, and prioritization of STEM education.
I love that.
Without, you cannot litigate yourself into development. You can produce all the lawyers. A country that is producing more lawyers than engineers and scientists and physicists, there's something wrong.
Wow.
And it's the government to fix it.
Okay.
The government must create the opportunity. In our time and before then, to prioritize STEM education, if you studied science,
Even back then.
if you study science, you were given a higher allowance. Doesn't mean we don't need humanities. No, but the reality is that this country cannot move forward if people and the country is not investing in STEM education, pure and simple.
Yes, says I'm Jonah, and I teach him the entire. And you can see a waste too much time on lawyers. I say, focus on engineers. Well, they were China for fast to build China. All was because they made sure say chief executive officers, ministers, the chairmen of a lot of their companies or institutions and our factories, engineers that understand the nitty-gritty of the job. And then lawyers, and then or no Alexander Afenyomarkin lawyer, near EOCO Boss lawyer, EOCO, EOCO law, and Fabi when you marasem no kano near Kofatio. It is a lawyers from Guana occupy almost all your chief executive officers positions in lawyers. Parliamentarians, lawyers, ministers, lawyers, yamre. Time to end it and once and for all. But Ibrahim Amasi or 2 of Yentina Supum, they give to Owari. Any OCLCB entry. Equate national service because no BS Catado. Sikaya Mam Kola 700 gun, Monsanka. No one is only names Kadia. And then one in Guas and Mobre. Or say a politician so say we were human legitimate to say legitimate to. Quite of us we near Sikai, our iron one person won't the entire person won't wear Sika free gun. I confess, because we are greedy, who person won't yes can do was There is no rich man in cemetery. Enti kakra na wono mo ni nso mo ni nye. Na unwa ekwa hiehie mu a. Enwene too much boano. De enti e ba wiase. De enti pa menu mienu. Ye nipa e wo wiase. Enya because e be say ye the richest man ose mmerebe so ubewu ubeko sika no obeja toa ono Ibrahim Mahama no obeja ne de atoa wo obeja o de atoa inti bibia ni ayeye bia no yenwene say a man is not blessed until his blessing blesses others. Enti say obese wiase na oba no nyamfa so ehunhu de ehun say yes wiase no me believe wiase ni ye pa my dear memories my dear legacy be good to others. And you cannot be good to others when you are stealing from them. Untimi me minister Mboyo Krono CEO director Mboyo Krono enkan Jesus kan. Wo dey be see sorry dan. Enti why nyame so ade kwase na why no. Unye hwe. Se wo wie ya isika aye tax space money area bibia. Government ya stay alive, ya survive and ya enjoy a certain benefit. Onko wie se kan na ogwa kudi. Na se wie na kwa philanthropy work na kwase na we. In the according to Ibrahim Mahama, John Dramani Mahama Nyanti said, look, the only way I bet Mama Ghana I is safe and secure and sound. Now Obibi Otimubia who said Ghana cares for him and he can also care for Ghana. By the virtue of making sure the little you have, you show caring. Uobia, Ibima, Shodo, Manipa na Oben Onusu who said, we are no say any living. A futu Odema Akabeneza, Dr. Laiki. Checheku kajetie e makola events judge lami muno enie o say like crowd you hear that obo boys no street no more o say yen no more you betima so yen more and there's no way man nwene so ese minya sika dodo intimbe greedy be say chama bewu ubewu uye de obewu nipa bia bewu yesi manya me fansa ma nanso de bia o de ba ntenanso de bia o de banti wiasi ahweye be careful ana aka de aka na de mpabo ene odi ma ye mpabo ye odi da tachiri nti ebefa ebeye Ibrahim Mahama ana atuye ni na yefo including politicians na say on pe sika dodo on pe moja dodo de fra moja mundi no omuni so kakra ko wono no say nyina emoa esi twa so. Say some Jonah say high rising building na a one crying ne Kumasi ni other areas obi team no or say hey politicians and robbers cyber crimes krono no mabo no mde sisi say dan no for money laundering purpose and untimi kan chere ne say wa ko this free bank a bank beji with interest now say we si fiesi ho ba obi team untim unton ye ba you okay or say also the last one try be call bank ombo na get away into when you say Ghana banks kura omuni sika omudi dem what certain kind of buildings and your one of them wa oba be sika agi interest into unya time masa dan is empty or say asem no yen and again yen nyan say yema a lawyers for ebu yeso de bia no also lawyer for no he kalabule for nko a benti hu benti te omonte hwe say na mom no say yen more engineers our country ni mu a no more run to more for your political space. Then we can finally say Ghanaians are now going to enjoy because if everybody Ghana, near building Ghana, near promise, we are sure. Hey, you and I do mama or your cause, we say communication. And I say, we communications in Naja. Now, know that there was still no my EOCO is so fire. Today, say, and yeah, but lawyer from the graduate says I'm doing, I'm going to do a motel. Me, name do a lot of talkers, plenty talkers. They do nothing. Mon court na mon case man for no. What be good parliament? What be than CEOs, directors? They say among go law not to be a practicing lawyer so. They only go to the law school to come and have a political appointment. Aba. Sani me say try. The entire dan boy dey intimidate and I say some Jonah catch no. Dan yes we political influence. Politicians here na SCC o ma dey. O ma sisi no mo fa marriage o ma yi money. Ndi dan kakra na o no favor of oneself check kai. And ye beji mabo ne ti utimu 3 weeks pe na wase matum. Emfa no ho. Right control for credit me betu o. Now. E dey say oni baby oni hweka. You either pay or you leave. Way enyamabo, way enyareko. Way a naked truth. Oh, Oldboga Trends. For comments, no. Flato comment section, nasi uya. Subscribe, like it. Nasi emo uya so enyebi ewe. Edino eba kope. Number 1, Maxi, Billian. Bye bye.